I got DONDA on right now. Shit changed me forever, for real. There's not too many artists in the world, rappers, painters, different kind of creators, YouTube creators, any kind of artist in the world that can have a certain impact, or as much of an impact as Kanye West. Not even just being from Chicago, him being bipolar in the media, being portrayed a certain way, but still sticking to his roots and creating art. And when he can do something like that with all the lights and cameras and critics and people judging him, what's stopping me or you from living our best life, doing whatever we got to do to make ourselves happy? He like, listening to the album makes me want to go out and do my cardio, get that done. It makes me want to get back inside, cook my food. It makes me want to stay on top of my game, not just with health and everything like that, but creativity. So many of us suppress that artistic side, that creative side that we have deep down inside us, maybe when we were younger, growing up, trying to create certain projects, work on certain projects, be a musician, do this and that. But sometimes you just need to have that motivation, or just that kind of that drive to bring it back. But whether someone didn't like what you were doing, or whether somebody was, well, just, not the biggest fan of something that you created, you might start feeling a certain type of way about it. And then eventually you start believing people, or you take people's opinions to heart, and you believe that because someone didn't like what you were doing, then the rest of the world probably doesn't like what you're doing, and it's probably not worth your time. But there's always going to be at least one person that you're going to positively affect with whatever music you're making, whatever YouTube video, whatever speech you make, this and that. And the thing about me is I love speaking, and that's what I do right now. So my dream of like making music and everything like that, that was shattered a long time ago. Partially my fault, falling into bad habits, hanging out with the wrong people, trying to go about life the wrong way. But another portion of it is listening to other people, kind of just letting that dream die over time, because we're so afraid of judgment. It's so much easier for anybody to just speak. And there's a lot of charlatans out there that can speak well, but the art never lies, the music never lies, the emotion that brings out will never lie to you. So at the end of the day, speaking is an art form as well. Talking to a camera, creating a YouTube video, doing this and that, everything is all an art form. It's all creativity. It's all letting go of that fear that's inside of you and presenting it to the world in one fashion or another, in one way or another. Putting yourself out there, the ideas that you have. Whether it's bodybuilding, whether you want to be a counselor, whether you're doing this and that, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if someone that has billions of dollars, that has been critiqued by the world, people called him crazy. They still do to this day. But the most iconic people in this world are polarizing, so not everyone is going to love them. That's the point. If everybody loves you and no one is talking shit about you, no one is trying to challenge your ideas, then they're faking it. They don't really love you. It's a different type of emotion. If nobody is challenging you and bringing that shit to your face and saying this is wrong, or I don't agree with this, or then they're just bullshitting you. So just stay on top of whatever you're doing. You grow apart from people too as well, If you're really focused on your own journey, you're going to be perceived a certain way. You're going to have to go about it a certain way. You're going to have to put so much of your energy into it that really you're not going to have time to maybe give energy to other people or other people's projects or other people's dreams. And that's okay. You'll hear an album like this and you're like, damn, what am I doing with my life? So concerned about other people, so concerned about other people's opinion about me, when at the end of the day, they're not going to be there with you at your worst. They're not going to be there with you when you're struggling the most. They might be there with you if they have like an agenda, or it's their job or something like that, but the reality of it is when you're down on your ass, Why would someone want to be struggling there with you when they're going through their own shit? You have to be sustainable. You have to be independent. You have to figure out a way to make it by yourself. Not worry too much about who you're going to bring with or who can help you out. That's just human nature. How can you expect someone to be loyal to your dream? How can you expect someone to be loyal to your vision and be there with you? Yeah, it's good to have people on the journey, but don't expect too much. Don't try to make someone make a commitment to you. Just do what you do. People will follow a leader naturally. But this album is fire. Alright, let's go cook.